When the engines heard a huge mess on the line, they were more concerned. They wouldn't be able to leave the yard. They wouldn't be able to have more jobs. They thought about the Diesel's plan. Just then, Stanley had an idea. He was going to do something. We have to put a stop to this. Quickly. I wonder how the fastest way to the scrapyard is going to be. I know about this. Arthur was in the yard as he heard the news. Oh yes, perhaps I could help too. Just then, he was taking Annie and Clarabelle on his way to the scrapyard as quickly as he could to rescue somebody. He was doing okay with anything. In the scrapyard, Diesel 10 was having plans to do something fast. Hiro, on the other hand, was sitting on the siding. Oh, what do you think you're going to do with me? Oh, yeah. We're gonna break you down into smithereens. Then you'll never be as part of the Steamies again. That made Hiro depressed. Suddenly, he saw the manager. Oh, please, Mr. Manager. I have a confession to make. I know what you're going to do with steam engines. You won't be able to break them down into pieces, will you? The manager came over to Hiro. Of course not, Hiro. We won't take you down. You are good for being really useful, and I know exactly what to do. And there's someone coming on the way to take you out of there. Just then, Arthur arrived with Annie and Clarabelle. He was amazed. Oh, there you are, Hiro. I've been looking everywhere for you. Just then, Diesel 10 backed away. Hiro was still there. Oh my goodness, you found me. You are so useful. Oh yes, don't worry, we'll have you out of there as soon as possible. Well, that made Hiro smile. Later on, they took Hiro out of the scrapyard and lifted him onto his truck. Arthur was still there, and he spoke to him. Well, Hiro, you've been proving to be a really useful engine today. Oh, yes. I've been really useful ever since. I never thought about getting scrapped. Oh, yeah, you're not scrapped now. And by the way, the breakdown train is coming to clear up the mess so they can start work. Just then, they brought a crane to help clear up the mess. Hiro was telling Arthur how he had run out of water on the main line and Diesel 10 had taken them away. Before he could do something, Diesel 10 sneaked up to them with a naughty look. So, I wonder who'll be playing tricks on you now. Just then, Finn walked up to Diesel 10 with an angry look on his face. Arthur and Hiro watched nervously as Diesel 10 was being told off. And I will send you back to your original railway where you belong. I will not have you here again. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Diesel 10 felt sadder than ever. And Diesel 10 rolled away. Happy trails, Diesel 10. Goodbye. Meanwhile, Whiff was working harder than ever. Workmen were very pleased. Duck was almost anxious to go. But Whiff didn't know how he got there. Well, Duck, I think you're getting tired of sitting on this spot quite so soon. Oh yeah, you are telling me. What do you know? It's just the birds and the bugs and the constant of sitting around here all day. And I know it's been quite a stressful day. At last, the rails were mended and Duck was ready to go. Thanks, Swift. Thank you, Duck. You were a great help. And then the engines were able to return. That night, Finn came to see the engines in the sheds. Well done, everyone. You have all been really useful, and that makes me very proud of you. Oh yeah, the bomb on the tracks was so great. I barely even saw it. The diesels are now dead. Oh yes, and that's why you will always be so good to me. And that made the engines smile happily. The next day, Thomas was working with Annie and Clarabelle again. He puffed happily to Titmuss Station. He saw Finn on the platform. He looked very happy indeed. Great news, Finn! I've just heard the diesels have never returned again, so that means we're going to be working harder to make sure they'll never cause trouble to us again. Good for you, Thomas. So I've just heard in the next 5 days the Fat Controller is coming back and he is on his way. So you must be prepared to be with me. So I know what you'll do next. Well, thank you, Finn. It would be a great honor to see him back. And Thomas puffed away to tell the other. Later, the engines heard that Hiro was sorry to go. But Thomas had one more thing to tell him all about it. He was so happy. I've had a great time. Thanks, Hiro. Well, I've got to leave to explore the wonderful sights on the mainland, but I'll be back soon. This is a wonderful place. See ya. And Hiro puffed away to go back to see the sights in the mainland. All the engines cheered. Thomas, you did it! Thomas, you have some skills, man. Thanks. Now everything can go back to normal now. Thomas and the other engines agreed that they could have been so happier in their lives.